Hello again, everyone. I'm retired Navy vet. I hope you're doing well. Today, we're gonna do some Kerbal Space Program. I've been playing a little bit lately, just a few hours here and there, half hour here, a couple hours there. Well, just kind of enjoying the game still. There's many moons and planets I haven't been to yet. After having over like 1,200 hours, I haven't gone very far. I kind of play for a while and stop, come back, restart, play for a while, stop, restart, start over, try this mod, try this mod, try that one. I, so I figured this time we'd play through, get to all the planets and maybe all the moons, at least land on them. Whether or not I ever get around to figuring out how to build a proper, base, surface base somewhere. Well, we'll see. I'm in no hurry. It's not like KSP2 is going to be done anytime soon. So, absolutely no hurry at all. All right. So right now I'm working on getting satellites in orbit around Eve and its moon Gilly. Oh, oh, sorry. So that's what I'm working on. Never been to Eve, never been to Gilly. We've got stuff on the moon. We've been to Minmus. So I figured I'd go to Eve instead of Duna. Evidently, Eve is hard to get off of if you land on it. All the forums say it, could be a one-way trip for whoever goes there. So we might, hire a scrub and have him take one for the team. Who knows? We I might be able to make a lander that is self-sufficient indefinitely. I doubt it, but I don't even know how to do that. Something I've been on my short list to do for a long time is really learn the Umbra Space Industries mod and learn how to, grow my own stuff, basically to keep my Kerbals wherever they're landed self-sufficient forever. I don't know. It may not be that difficult to do. Anyway, quick look at the science tree. I haven't progressed much in a while. I need to work on getting more science. So we're a pretty good way through, but we got a lot of the expensive stuff left. We're working on the 550 column. I usually go column by column, except for a few bits and pieces. We went for some science and bigger engines or something. I forget what it was. So whatever. I've never had nuclear engines. I've never messed with those. So that will be a little bit of a learning curve once I get to that, or if I use those at all. Let's take a look at what we got. Come on. Wasn't sure if I was going to stream. I had started playing. We'll talk about this in a second. And this is why I started streaming. Anyway, I'll show you what we got. So around Kerbin, I've got a bunch of satellites doing stuff. A bunch of the ScanSat satellites are actually they're all done now. I think they're all done. I can probably get rid of them now. Yeah, these are all at 100%, so I could get rid of all the satellites. Let's see if we're done around Moon or Mun. I just say Moon. I hear a lot of people say Mun, but that's fine. Nope, we're not quite done. Oh, come on, 99.5? Really? Dude. And then Minmus. I, I I don't know how to get stuff around close enough to the sun without it melting. I have no idea. So look like all we have left is a little bit around Moon. I haven't, gone into all the biomes and all that. I have did some orbits in polar orbits, both around Kerbin, Moon, and Minmus. Got a lot of science, not all of it that I could get, best to my ability anyway. So we got a mix of ScanSat satellites and some communications satellites floating around here, and that's the same for around Moon. We got a couple communication satellites. I have like a little fuel depot here. Uh, but that way, if I send something out here to land on the moon, I can refuel. I probably need to refuel the fuel depot. We've got a couple landings here. You can three different places where we landed. Oh no, this was some of the early missions where I had to put probes on the moon, and these are must be offered something or another. Uh, I don't see how to turn those off. Anyway, oh, here are the couple of the flags that we where we landed a couple times. Once I've been there a few times, okay. I don't know if I'm gonna put a moon base, have a moon base or not. I don't know. Might might not. And then at Minmus, kind of the same thing. Just some communication satellites and some ScanSat stuff. I do have a long range communication satellite here. Basically, so I can connect to onto the inner planets. Hopefully, there's enough range on here. I also have the same version actually on its way to Eve right now, which I'll show you next. Look at this. So in my initial planning, I wanted a long range communication satellite, a couple regular communication satellites around Eve, and then there's 6 different ScanSat satellites that are on its way as well to do all the ScanSat science. And then I figured, you know what? The moon of Eve, Gilly, is right there too. So let's get those satellites as well. So that's a couple more communication satellites and another 6 ScanSat. So I've got 16, I think, 16 satellites on its way right now. Let's see here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, 16. So I've got 16 satellites on the way. And I tried to space them out several days apart, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days apart. So I would have time in between to do stuff. Hopefully that works out. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know what these unknown objects are. They're probably asteroids. I'll have to figure out how to take care of these. I have never orbited an asteroid yet either. I probably should do that. Maybe after I get Eve and Gilly situated, I'll learn how to get to an asteroid and do something with it. So I've got a lot of fiddly stuff to do once the satellites get to Gilly or Eve, and then half of these I got to get in orbit around Eve, and then turn around and get them over to Gilly. But the critical thing now will be getting all these into orbit around Eve. All the ScanSat and communication satellites will be going to a polar orbit. I take that back. There'll be a long range and a medium range in polar orbit, and then we'll have one medium range in you know regular orbit, equatorial orbit, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the right terminology. Why? I don't know. Hopefully, it works out. And then the thing with the scan sat is, depending on which resource scanner is attached to it, it will be at a different altitude. Like some are best at 70 kilometers, some are best at 250 kilometers, whatever. I'll have to look at them again as we get closer. So, time wise, I've got 293 days until the first Gilly or the first satellite gets to Eve. So it won't be going straight to Gilly. I'll get it to Eve first, get it into some type of orbit around Eve, and then I'll move it on to Gilly. Now the other thing is, I hope I had enough fuel on here to do all this stuff. So if not, I'll have to go way, way, way back to one of my previous saves and change all 16 aircraft and figure out how to get more fuel on them. Well, I take that back. The stuff for Eve, I think I've got enough, and I did change all the stuff for Gilly. Basically, I added a couple docking ports to the rocket for the Gilly stuff, put it in orbit around Kerbin, turn around and launched a refueler up, gave it a bunch more fuel. Basically, it's like at 85% full now. So that should be enough to get to Eve orbit and then turn around, go to Gilly and set up orbit there. Hopefully that will be enough fuel. Well, I don't know. I should have did some simulation mode testing first, but I didn't do that. So we'll have to see how it goes. Worst case, I'll just have to reload from a prior save before I sent any of this stuff out, and then good grief, I'll have to relaunch all this. But that's fine. It's a good learning experience for me. Then after Gilly, even Gilly, well, I guess we'll maybe mess with some of the asteroids. And then, well, I guess we'll send another batch of 8. Probably I only need 8 satellites for Duna, the 6 ScanSat satellites, 2 communication satellites. I don't think I will need. Oh, this is Moho. Sorry. We'll do Moho after Eve. I don't know that I'll need a long range satellite for Moho. Maybe. I mean, it can't hurt, so it's no big deal. Fine. There'll be 9 satellites headed for Moho at some point. We'll definitely have to do simulation mode. So one, well, to see if my current rocket that I've got set up for Gilly and Eve is also good enough to get to Moho into a polar orbit. I'm not worried about landing on these yet. I'm just trying to get into a nice stable polar orbit. I don't know if there's enough fuel or not. No idea. And I've not directly looked at these planets either. I don't know what they look other than the purple, and this one's kind of tan or whatever. So it's all kind of a new experience for me. I'm hesitant to move forward. Not hesitant to move forward. I'm hesitant to warp. For 293 days. I'm kind of conflicted. I don't want to waste 293 days of doing nothing back at Kerbin. Oh, this actually might be a good time to mess with the asteroids, since we have 293 days to kill before the first event. That's actually a better idea. We can also do some simulation mode stuff. I'll build a rocket or repurpose an existing rocket, get to one of the asteroids and get back, just to see if I've built it correctly, and then we'll launch for real. That might actually be a good idea. Um, I just saved recently. So what do we have for asteroid missions? I've never did an asteroid mission. Investor tour, three tourists to an asteroid, four. That's pushing it. So if I do a pilot and scientist, I can take three people with me. Uh, to an asteroid, and I need to get back. Hmm. Yikes. I have a what I call my Midmas taxi. It can take three people to Midmas with supplies and habitation, no problem. I don't know a how long it takes to get to and from an asteroid. I didn't click on anything, dude. Maybe it's an orbital survey. Oh, that's maybe we'll just go to an asteroid, fly close to the sun with three tourists. Below 523 million. You got to be crazy. I've never tried that. I think I've got a communication or a probe circling kind of a sun. I think that was kind of. I don't remember if that was on purpose or not. So this is kind of what I want to do. This thing is going to hang around for 96 days. Okay, fine. Let's. Uh, hmm. Well, I guess I can use the Minmus taxi. I think that would actually work. We can get the Minmus taxi refilled and restocked. That can take three people. Let's take a look. I can always put a different lander on the front. I don't need a lander because we're not landing, so we can build something that holds five people instead of the lander. I don't know if there's any science to be gathered from an asteroid or not. I have no idea, but uh, I guess that's part of simulation mode. I want to get rid of this debris. These are fairings that I thought fairings would just terminate on their own. All right. So where is the Minmus taxi? It's you. Need to take a look and see one if I need to refuel it or put more supplies on it. And then we can swap out the Minmus lander just for an asteroid explorer. Kind of like the Minmus lander, except it needs to support five or more Kerbals. No, don't use up my RCS. So this is what we've got now. Pretty basic rocket with some habitation modules. This is the lander I've been using for Minmus. So I can swap this out for something that will support 5 Kerbals or more instead of 3 that can do here now. Let's see where we're at on fuel. Needs to be 100%. Needs just a little bit of RCS. It It definitely needs to be refueled, and we don't have any supplies on here either at the moment. Okay, that's fine. What I can do then is instead of building another rocket like this, just use this one, and we can decouple the lander and just park it somewhere, and bring another vessel up here and attach it to the nose. So the new vessel needs to be able to support, well, for that one mission, at least 5 Kerbals, right? 3 tourists. And I definitely want to take a scientist. And I mean, I don't necessarily need a pilot because we can do it via probe core. But let's just say a pilot, a scientist, and then the 3 Kerbals, 3 tourists. Okay. Where do I want to park this in the meantime? Hmm. Does this have a probe core on it? I don't remember if there's a probe core hiding in here. Hmm. Hmm. Well, one way to find, I can always just reload. Let's just go ahead and undock this. Hello? Undock, please. So, yes, there is a probe core, obviously. Otherwise, it wouldn't be going to retrograde. So that's good. All right. Let's maybe park this at. Oh, you know what? I had been meaning to build a Kerbal Space Station. That's something else I need to do too. You're at 500,000 and you're also at 500,000. All right. Well, let's lower our orbit and then rendezvous with my little Kerbin fuel depot over here. Let's change the apoapsis, the duct periapsis. And we'll just go down to 250. We need to turn on the fuel and the RCS. Activate the engine. Are these enabled? They are not. Okay. And let's actually move a little way from the crafter. I don't want to bump into it. That will be fine. Periapsis, the next apoapsis, 250. All right, let's do that. So I use MechJeb proudly for all my stuff. I got bad hands, so the least amount of clicking and mouse movement and stuff like that, the better off my hands feel. I can drive manually, and I did all that before, so I'm not here to impress anyone. I can drop that down. I can probably go down further than that for the lead time, but that's fine. And then we will circularize at the next periapsis. What I'm doing is dropping down closer. That way we'll be traveling faster than the fuel depot. That way when I go to rendezvous with it, it won't take, you know, 1,000 days. It will only hopefully be no more than if I'm lucky, no more than an hour. If I'm unlucky, 3 or 4 hours to actually do the rendezvous. Probably drop this down to 10. So, back at the Kerbal Space Center, we'll repurpose this lander for an asteroid explorer. I'm not going to try and grapple the asteroid. I'm not going to try and land on the asteroid. I just want to get up close to it and give it a kiss. It's dark. Parallax is a mod I have, which adds some graphical effects. Definitely makes it really, really dark when you're in the dark. It's both good and bad. All right, and then we're gonna do a Holman transfer back to where is my little fuel depot? Right here. 46 minutes. That's acceptable. That works. I mean, I've got, 293 days to kill. Really, I can start working on my Kerbal Space Station as well. My last Kerbal Space Program playthrough, I did have a space station built, and then for some reason I quit playing for a while, and then when I came back this time I just restarted. So it takes about, I don't know, 15, 16 launches to get my space station built. It's just one I found off of Kerbal X. I just downloaded the plans and put them up in space and put it together. I don't mind doing it. It's a little tedious, but there's some satisfaction in it for me. It's a fairly decent looking space station. Pretty cool. Okay. So let's do it. Let's do that. Let's get to an asteroid, maybe do an asteroid contract, and then work on the Kerbal Space Station. Why? Why not? I think if I'm going to do a planetary base, I'll probably do it on Duna. I think think Dune was easy to get on and off of. All right. Let's get within 20 meters. We'll be fine. I can't see much. So I use the green highlight a lot. Oh, I probably should make sure we're control from here. Whoops. There we go. Now we can see again. See how dark it is on the opposite side from the light source? It's, you know, pitch black basically. Zoom out a bit till we can see the fuel depot. And my fuel depot isn't much. It's just an orange rocket with some docking ports on it. Temporary. All temporary. Just some, you know, infrastructure to get me going from A to C. We'll decommission this once I get the proper space station up here. Ooh, you know what? I may not have any room to dock on here. I didn't think about that. Well, that's what saving and reloading is for. Hopefully there's room here. I don't remember if this has 2 big ports and 2 little ports, or all 4 big docking ports or not. This is the, you know, the bigger docking port, the Mister. I don't know. All right, let's do this. Let's disengage. Turn on SAS, not that. We want to, we're gonna do all this. Yeah, that works. A little bit of a cinematic docking experience. What are you waiting for, by the way? Okay, it's getting closer. This might actually start moving around a bit, though, as I get closer to it. I don't remember. I probably had it set to retrograde. Maybe. Is it moving? I can't tell if this is spinning around or not. Well, let's see here. Okay, it's already set, so we're good. Yeah. Well, watch it come on in. Got the moon peeking over the horizon there. That's cool. So I have, why do I have 2 landers? I don't remember. These are the moon landers. I think one has more science than the other. As I, you know, got further and further into the research tree, I was able to get more science gadgets. So I ended up making a second moon lander for the science, I think. I'll decommission all this stuff at some point. I guess the smart thing to do would be to get some material kit containers up here, then disassemble everything. That way, try and recover some funds. Actually, I've never did that before. I usually just crash them. So that might be something I do this time. Something different. Well, it should be. Hopefully, I'll remember that the one the one lander that doesn't have a mate on the opposite side is the one for Minmus. These are moon landers. One of them is a moon lander for sure. I don't quite remember about the other. There's the kiss, and we're good. Make sure these engines are shut down. Don't want to accidentally bump something. Alrighty then. I think that's all we need to do. Now I need to get fuel and supplies up to the Minmus lander. So let's do that. So I'm listening to the YouTube audio library, which is supposed to be, copyright-free tunes. I still get little copyright warnings whenever I upload to YouTube, though. So it's either the the scanner thinks the music is copyrighted, or I don't know. I just go into my videos and tell it to mute out the song if possible. So we need RCS, supplies, and fuel. Then we'll come back and make a 5-person capsule. Doesn't have to be a lander because we're not landed on the asteroid. We're just going to go up and bump it. I need to go through all my craft and start archiving some of them. So we want Minmus, and we want their resupply. This one? I don't remember if I want a Mark 1 or a Mark 2. Let's look at the Mark 2. It's a big chunker. This one I think is made to fly all the way to Minmus, and basically refuel, drop some supplies off at Minmus, and then crash in the Minmus. Not to do a local mission. So I'm not going to mess with this one. But I'll have to wait for it to load. One day I'll get a faster computer and maybe, vehicle loading won't take as long. Not sure if it's probably CPU issues, right? I've got an older CPU that just can't keep up with Kerbal Space Program, and I would think KSB is not the most optimized. Plus all the mods and stuff I have too don't help. All right, let's go with the resupply. Oh, here, I already have one. Lander resupply. That's what we want. Okay, good. I couldn't remember if I made one or not. I would think that your vehicle, once you've got all the parts on there, you have everything there, this whole thing is saved as a state, right? The current state of this craft is, this one big blob of data, and that's what it should reload each time in. It would make the file sizes bigger, but I think it would load much faster instead of having to parse through a text file, reattach all the parts, and I don't know. Maybe easier said than done. What happened here? Where are the nose cones? This is not what I was expecting. This doesn't look right. Because there should be some supplies on here. Alright, we need to fix this. Alright, that's fine. That's a lot of fuel. And this thing will be coming back. Maybe we don't want to mess with this one. Let's just use the resupply. This one, let's just do this one. I'm sure I've modified one of these already. This particular rocket has been pretty solid. It's did, the bulk of my heavy lifting for a while now. These orange tanks, these boosters, and then whatever I've got on the bottom. I don't remember which one. It's a Kerbal. It's a rocket from Rover Dude. I forget. Kerbal Space Industries. What do I have on? Excuse me. Let's open this. So I have too much RCS on here. Let's move that. Get rid of that. We want life support. We're going to take life support. Make sure that's full. It is. And we can put this back on here. And we're gonna, I think that's it. That's all we need. We may not get to 100% refuel, but that's fine because we're gonna have to have another rocket go up there and actually take the folks up there, the Kerbals up there. So I'll be able to offload more fuel in the next rocket. And this thing will be coming back. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's double check. Nope. Jettison the fairing. I don't think I have anything to deploy. And toggle. Yeah, nothing in here. Okay, we're good. We'll save that and let's launch this. Come on, slow computer. Maybe this year, maybe early next year, I'll get a new computer. It's fine. What I'm doing now. Don't need a new computer, that's for sure. Should be stopping at 2. You are. Nothing special. Let's just go. Back off a little bit to reduce some of the noise. Why does in the game audio seem so loud? I don't know. There she is. Wish the extra bits in here was actually, you could actually, can you? I don't know. I don't know if I can actually launch from the other places or not. And I'd like it where you have to launch for some of these other places sometimes for, whatever reason. Those have parachutes. They generally all recover. I like to recover stuff as best I can. Why? I don't know. It makes for the beginning of the game far more challenging when you're trying to recover as much stuff as you can, because you're constantly running into part limitations. This bugs me. No matter where I move this window, it will always end up back up there. That's a known bug with gravity turn. Wish they'd fix it. I like having my windows in specific locations. Turn you guys off. I don't really need to, but it bugs me to see them, moving around while we're in space. Yep, they all recovered. Get a few dollars back. So that's fine. Used to be a mod called Persistent Names. I'd like to see that come back. The lander portion that I took off is, blah, blah, blah lander, while the rest of it stays as Minmus. What did I call this? I forgot. Whatever name I had it as, it would stay that name. the name of that portion of the vessel should be tied to the your probe core, right? But I guess the issue is, well, which which probe core is dominant when you dock? Uh, that should be something you could turn on. You know, I'll go to my lander here, my taxi, as it were. Go to the just the taxi's probe core, and hit a button that says use this name always, and then or this is the parent probe core, and that way when the lander undocks itself, it goes, oh, I'm not docked. I'm no longer. There's no longer a parent probe core. What is my name? Oh, my name was Min Miss Lander or whatever. While the thing that left behind retains its original name or whatever it was. And I think that's, in some manner, that's what the mod persistent names did. It might still be there. I don't think it's been updated. I don't know if it works with the newer versions of KSP or not. I don't know. Basically, as soon as you undock, it goes, okay, what was my name before I docked somewhere, and it, it stays at that name. And the other part of the logic is when you dock somewhere, the vessel you dock to, its name doesn't change, nor does it change when something undocks from you. Your name is persistent. 292 days. See, we killed the day. I don't know if I'm gonna recover all of these satellites or not. I kind of like seeing them there, and it kind of bothers me that they're there and they're not. It's not doing anything for me anymore. I guess what I could do is just rendezvous with each one, disassemble it in its entirety. Uh, Hopefully we won't have a dark. Disengage, hold that position, get rid of you, get ready to dock. We're gonna go right, probably right there. We're going to go down a bit. There we go. Now we'll do our thing. I'm going to make sure we don't get too close. All right, I think we'll be okay. Hats off to all you folks who can do this manually every time. It's just still amazing me how good people have become at this game. I'm sure if I spent enough time practicing these orbital maneuvers, it'd be, but again, it's, my hands are already sore. On a lifetime on a computer, both from the military and my professional career, my hands are, paying the price a little bit as I get older. Definitely not the most ergonomic of computer users. That's for sure. I did splurge some years ago and get a nice Herman Miller chair. I'm telling you, this is the best computer part I ever bought. It's really comfortable and really holding up well. Love it. I've been meaning to get my son one, but I keep getting sidetracked from fix a car, or I'm going to go to Disney instead. Can I borrow some money? I want to get him a nice chair, but they're expensive. It didn't look like it actually docked. All right. That tank is, this one's stained, so let's refill this one. Supplies, this one is stained, so let's trade you out. Is there any mulch on here? There is. Let's offload the mulch. Now you've got all the goo. That's good. Now rocket. We want to... you guys are going to get all the stuff. We'll just leave a couple percent. All right, let's balance you guys out. And then I need to have about 2% in here. That's good enough. All right, so we're 50%. Again, I have at least one more trip up here to bring the Kerbals next time. I probably will need one more refueler too, because we went from 23% to 50%. So 2 more trips up here to refuel this, and that's fine. Maybe I should work on the bigger one. Sure, why not? All right, you are. Oh, let's turn you off. You can undock now. Zoom a little bit and drift away. As soon as we're clear, we are. Oh, did I make sure everything's turned on? It is. Well, how come your engines aren't working? Okay. I just want to get away from that a little bit. And we're going to warp around and deorbit. Go ahead and bring the panels in. Sometimes I don't actually get to recover this. I don't fly it all the way in. I just, set it up to deorbit itself and then switch away, and we'll let the stage recover it if possible. I like to go to about -50 if I've got the fuel. We don't. So I ran out of fuel that time. But we'll let RCS deorbit the rest of the way. Should be enough in there. At least get it to 0. That's a weird sound. Kind of cool. If you don't get it down far enough, it will just skip off the atmosphere. We'll go all the way to 0, or you run out of fuel, whichever comes first. Come on. Come on. So let's grab that big boy we were looking at. Is it this one? I think so. Yes. A lot of fuel on this one. That means I'm gonna need some parachutes here. Let's get rid of this. It's RCS. It's fine. All I need is... Oh, I need to put a lander on here. Okay. Let's find... Where's the Big B fairing? Does that work? Wow. Not quite. I need an adapter that goes here. There we go. It's a big old boy. All right, I need parachutes. I'm gonna need a whole bunch of them. Come on. We'll put 32 chutes on here. Hopefully that will be enough. Come on. Overtaxing the simulation. Where'd they go? Dude. I had to hit Control Z and now I need to wait. Hopefully I'll get them back. So I need to get the parachutes on here. I need to get some caps on. Okay, where are the parachutes? Dude. This one. Excuse me. Get the aerodynamic caps on there first. And 4. No. No. That works. parachutes. 16 of you. Come on. It's not a cheap aircraft either. 300 grand, and I don't even have the lander on here yet. Put another stack on here. Come on. It's fine. They need to go up here, though. All right. Now we need to get rid of you. Payload. You. Go ahead and save this. Don't need anything else. All we need now is the lander to get on here. Do I have... I don't... Oh, I have the Minmus Lander Mark II. I don't need 16 of them. Come on, game. Okay, how come you're not snapping properly? That's telescopic. Okay, for one. I don't want that. We want coupling. Just the regular one. There we go. Now, what is the crew capacity here before I mess with anything? What do you mean there's no crew capacity? So Mark 125 command pod. What's the capacity on that? Three. So, if I want to save that, and just get rid of that. What are my options? 4. I need like a lander can. That can hold 3 people. That's way too big. Wharf. That's 2. Oh, that's still pretty big though. I don't know. That's 1.3 tons. Decision. Or do I do like something like this? And then, nah, that's awful. So I don't have anything with a capacity of 5. I'm not even sure if I can get this thing off the ground. So I need a little bit more crew space in here. Will you quit it? Okay, that's much smaller than I was expecting. See if it will actually fly. Do I want a probe core in here? That's a good question. And also, is there a bigger reaction wheel? Whoa, there is. Quit that. Come on. All right. We can keep the science. We got enough for 7 people. Okay. So, who wants to go to an asteroid? And we're gonna do a practice run first. See if it's even doable. Jeb and scientists. Hopefully they'll level up. Let's take guess it doesn't matter what else we take. Take a quartermaster and Bill, our engineer. And then the 3 tourists. We should have enough supplies on board to get them back. That's not a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know how long it takes to get out to an asteroid. One of those asteroids. I don't know. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to deploy. We don't need to... I guess we can deploy the antenna. I think I need an antenna on this part. I know this is not the most efficient profile, but it works. Maybe. Might have to mess with the profile a little bit. Okay, we're doing okay. See how it does after booster separation. Getting a little toasty. Okay, clean separation, that's good. Still climbing okay. We're still increasing speed, that's good. And good, thrust dropped way down. Okay, I think we'll be okay. Another night mission. I should have waited till the morning. Okay, this is just simulation mode, not a problem. Frame rate's a little sluggish. We're all right. Oh, we can. I think the fairing popped. Yes. Yeah. And do we have? Yes. Solar panels, and did our antenna deploy? I can't see. Well, yes. Excuse me. Why did it fall out of warp? I can't warp. Not sure why it won't let me warp, but that's fine. All right. Stage is recovered. And turn these off. Not sure how long until morning time. You guys are pretty quiet. I know it's pretty dark. I apologize for that. But I'm in the dark as much as you are. Ha ha ha. Come on. All right. So now I need an asteroid to go play with. View and tracking station. This is a massive one. Wonder if that means it's big enough to land on. If we get close enough to it, we can actually EVA to it. That might be an interesting thing to do. Come on, game. Anytime now. Alright. I can't. Don't seem to be able to select it. What am I supposed to do with it? Toggle unknown. Where are the unknowns? I'm not sure what these are. Oh, track. Track what? There. Well, that's a long way out. 96 days. Now that I've tracked these, which one can I get to soonest? All right. We want to go back to you. Now can I select that as a target? Oh boy. Since I went to the tracking station, I don't know if I can revert flight anymore. Dang it. I can just reload the game. That's not a problem. We haven't done anything other than build that rocket, and the rocket is saved, so that will be acceptable. There's my big chunky boy. Okay, now can I... Oh, there we go. So I probably want one that's like way out here, right? Because I'm going to be going a lot faster than he is. If I'm considering rendezvous, I don't know. Let's just pick that one. Set as target. And how long would that take me? Target must be in the same sphere of influence. So how do I get to it? Do I do transfer to another planet as soon as possible? How does this work? I don't understand it. This one let me do it. But then we still have to do another maneuver. Okay, fine. We are in simulation mode, so that's fine. Let's see what happens. Really, I need to get out here, out of Kerbin's SOI, and then see how long the rendezvous is to this asteroid. So I might have to come back after Eve and Gilly and play with the asteroids. But that's fine. If that's the case, we'll just we'll start building our Kerbal Space Station instead, while we wait for our first satellite activity. Okay. I'm gonna take a short break here in a few minutes after we figure out if this is doable or not. Can I revert still? I cannot. Yeah. All right. Yep. I jumped to the tracking station, so I can't revert this flight. We'll have to reload. That's fine. I'm learning something new. So I guess you get out of the... Well, some of these asteroids are... Well, no, they're not orbiting Kerbin. They'd be orbiting the sun. So you'd still have to get out of Kerbin's SOI and then do type of a home and transfer to them. I don't know. As far as the game is concerned, they're just other planets out there. So I guess that's it. I don't know. I don't know why I couldn't do that transfer to that first one I had selected. I don't know. You do need. Come on. I know some of the contracts you have to go to a specific class of asteroid as well. I have no idea what this one is. What class it is. I wonder if these are mineable. I know you can capture some of them, and you know, I've seen people build bases around them, which is pretty incredible. Actually, drag them in and land them on Kerbin too, which is pretty amazing. That's not something in my skill set. Not something I think I want to pursue. Come on already. This big rocket doesn't maneuver very well. All right. Nine days to get out there. Might get a little speed boost in the back of Minmus. I'm not sure. All right. Stop warping. Stop warping. Now, do I transfer them? No. Is it that? It is. 15 years? Okay. Alrighty then. How about one of you? That's got a closer encounter, but I don't know how to read that. $30. 11 days. Okay. $9. Where's I don't even see the rendezvous. Hello? I don't even see the rendezvous markers anywhere. Okay, that's in 15 years. Okay. No, thank you. How about this one? 85 days. Okay. How about this one? Basically, I need to go now. 82 days. There's a couple more that popped up in here. 86 days. So, looks like these ones that are closer in might be doable. 90 days. So about 90 days. That's still a long time. All right, let's just reload. I think 78 is where I'm at. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna reload this. Now I have a little bit better idea about asteroids. Not much better. It seems like there's ought to be another way to get to an asteroid faster. Maybe not. I mean, 90 days is not bad. Not at all. It's just I'm not used to having to warp for that long. It just seems like there's a lot of other stuff I could be doing in those 90 days. However, as I get further and further out from Kerbin, it's definitely going to start taking a lot longer to do stuff. And at some point, I mean, I'm almost there already. I really shouldn't care about how long these things take, you know. So that's fine. All right, I'm going to take a short break and I'll be back. Thank you. Okay. Let's double check the tracking station. See where. Um, ballast. Not sure if that's how that's supposed to attach or not. No idea. Perdrix, thanks for stopping by. What are you talking about though? You're talking about doing a slingshot, but this is for going underwater. Sure, I could launch, get slung around the moon, and then come barreling back in and crash into the ocean. That'd be another way to get deep into the water. But that's probably not their preferred way to do it. But yeah, that'd probably work. How come mirroring is not working? Kind of odd. I don't know. And then the other question is, how do I get this into the water? Maybe you have to stick a docking port on here and then onto something to back it into the water behind the Space Center. I don't know. No idea. Now I need a propeller. That's kind of cool looking. Okay. Not sure if that's how this is supposed to connect. Okay, that works. And then what are these little ones for? Quit it. I don't know. No idea. That's fine. We'll just stick Valentine in here for now. What else do we have? a light. Come on. No. That way. No. No. That. I'm not sure what these other attachment points are for. I guess I could look online, but that's fine. We'll leave it like that. I'm assuming that these turn and spin. Inline ballast. Okay. Oh, a dive plane. Where does that? Goes forward. I don't know. Well, all the pointy bits are going forward now, so that's fine. This is the KSC submersible Mark 1. Now, where can I launch from? Oh, Harbor Rover spawn? What? What's that? Not sure what a harbor rover spawn is. Come on. My computer's too slow. Wow. There we go. Okay, well, we're not in the water. We got lights, though. Nothing's happening. Yeah, it needs liquid of some sort. Oh, I didn't think about battery either. Alright, so now, how do I get this in the water? Then the battery life on this thing is probably not too good. Where can I stick some batteries? No idea. Okay, fine. Let's figure out how to get this thing. How do you get it in the water? So there's got to be another anchor point or something. No other anchor points. I don't want to have to try and launch and land this thing in the water. That's not what I was expecting to do. Can I put a decoupler on this side? No. How about on the front? No. All right. Nowhere on the bottom. Huh. I don't know. Do I have? Oh, harbor water. Open base for 5,000 funds. Okay. Now, can I launch from? Can I go there? Oh, no! Dang it. Wrong button. I heard this song already. I'm surprised it came up again. Come on. Excuse me. We're probably going to end up on the runway. Not sure. I don't think that new place I bought or opened is default. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's try it again. Alright, let's try this again. It doesn't give me the option to launch there. No! Dang it. There was a little, like, I thought that was a little, you know, draggable symbol where I can make that list bigger. Dang it. So I think I need to go back to that UI and set the water as my default launch place for now. Then I'll have to reset it once I go back to launching rockets again. I guess that's also how you launch from the different pads. I've got enough cash, I might as well just buy them all. Yeah, it's really just for looks. We ended up here. All right. I don't know what pad that was. Hopefully that's not the water one, because that's in the sand. That's not in the water. All right, this one. Let's just purchase all of these. All right, looks like oh, nope. Some of those are pricey. And then harbor water. Set as launch site. All right. So do I just hit launch, or do I hit this button down here? Just hit the launch button and see where we go. It should be in the water. I don't know. I've never did this before. Come on. In the water. Okay, this is not the water. Oh yeah, it is. It's in the water. Look. What? All right. What's that symbol? Look, Mom, I'm in the water. Now what? I'm moving. But how do I... How do I raise myself? I don't know. Uh-oh. Okay. That makes me heavier, I guess. I don't know. Uh-oh. We've fallen and I can't get up. No idea how this works. Uh-oh. We got rid of the lead. That means, are we gonna float? How do I don't know how to control myself though. looks like I don't have all the parts unlocked for it anyway. All right. This big glorious thing here. Can I even launch it? What is my default launch site? KSC Launchpad, okay. Hopefully I have enough money for all this. Guess I did. Oh yeah, we still at 10 million. We're good. Alright. So all the launch pads are open. Okay, fine, whatever. Just make sure that is the default, and it is. That's fine. So do I have everything here unlocked? No, we don't. Ah, okay. So I don't have RC-25 remote guidance unit. All right. Good to know. How about this fuel depot? I built this before, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8, 9. It's 12, 13, 14 launches as well. So I built this around Kerbin, and I built one at Moon as well. take a look here. Okay. Let's see here. What is the root part? I don't know what the root part is. Well, hopefully it's correct. Let's just try and launch it and see what happens. And we'll put it out at 750 kilometers. No, we'll put it at 500 because the existing stuff at 500 is gonna go away. We should park all of our stuff here. Let's see how this thing does. We want to stop at 2. Yeah. Okay. I didn't look to see what our action groups are. None. We'll just do that one. That'll be fun. Okay. No. Not quite, game. That's not what I told you to do. That was a little anticlimactic for a launch. That's why I don't like using other people's rockets. I don't know what to expect. The top part, sure. I got no problem with using the truss and the layout itself. But the launch vehicle? Oh, well, that could be why. Let's get that way up there. Let's try again, shall we? Okay, that's better. Okay, it's not wobbling around. It's not pitching all over the place. That's good. Let's see what happens here. It's wiggling a little bit. More than I would like. Not going to be very efficient. Oh, look at that. Now that's the Kerbal Space Program right there. Look at the wiggle. Can this thing even get to orbit? Okay. It's dark again, of course. Maybe it'll be more stable once you drop this bottom sections. Look at it go. Something up there is fighting. Whoa, whoa. Okay. It did something. All right. I'm not going to use this rocket. I just want to see if this thing can even get to orbit. Yeah, I guess it can. Oh, I didn't tell it to go to 500. Anyway, let's go back to the vehicle assembly. We will attach the pieces to my own rocket. I'm much more comfortable that way. All right. So we want the FDCM. We want this. Now this looks like one of my rockets. that. Come on. Let go. Ah, okay. That's because these are weird. These go up there by their lonesome. Yeah, okay. Let's get you out of the way for the moment. Almost high enough. It doesn't really matter, but if I want to fiddle with something down here, I want to be able to maneuver around as needed. All right, I want to double up on you. Not that many. Let's move these a bit. That's fine. And move these. That's fine. All right. Now we'll put these on. Come on. We'll do 12. I don't need all 16 on there. And that's fine. This needs to be bigger. That's better. 2 fairy nodes is fine. That's better. That's better. Much better. All right, make sure Therian's going to deploy. Whoop. Jettison. Solar panels and then decouple. Beautiful. Should be good. Gonna need to get a space tug up there as well to fiddle with stuff and get it moved around. And then it's kind of a chore getting the thing refilled. But that's fine. I'm in absolutely no hurry. Took me a while to, learn some of the mechanics of the game, be comfortable with that, and then I'm always rushing to get a spaceship to go to here to there, and you get halfway there and realize, oh crap, I don't have enough fuel, I don't have this, I don't have that. So I had to step back, think about it, and it really helps to think about the infrastructure you need for every mission that you do. Do you have enough fuel, supplies, power, where you're launching from and already at your destination before you even get there? So once I taught myself to get infrastructure in place first and then do the mission, it became much less frustrating for me, I guess is a way to say it. All right, we are going out to 500. And we're going to stop at... No, you don't go there. We're going to stop at 1. No, you go there. We're still going to stop at 2. Yes. All right. Where are you going, dude? Rocket, what are you doing? Okay. Not expecting that. Let's try and launch again, but this time, we'll see if we can change where the rocket is getting controlled from. And if I can't do it at the launch site, we'll have to go back to the vertical assembly building to do it. Can I even get up there to see? Can we zoom in, get inside this thing? I can't maneuver inside of it. Being funky. Parts. No, not that. Where is... No. So there's gotta be like a main... probe core. Why are there 2 on the side like that? There. If we control from there, how's that change things? 500. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. To the right. Okay, that's much better. I think there's too many probe cores on there, and it was confused somewhat. Why do we have chutes waiting for deployment? Gosh dang it. Let's go back to the vehicle assembly and actually try and reset our control point, and then get those parachutes out of there. They're not supposed to be there. I should have caught that. Maybe one day I'll be brave and do Iron Man mode, where no reverts, no respawns. Play hard mode. I probably never will. That's more of a challenge than I want. I'm just having fun. Building the rockets and doing the little missions, doing a little bit of science. That's satisfying enough for me. All right, parachute. Which parachutes are those? Those are the ones at the top. They need to go way up here. Like so. And then you need to come out into your own doohickey. All right, that's better. Now, where is that other probe core? There is a probe core in here somewhere. Not there. Not there. Where is it? There it is. So, really, there's no reason to hide it like I had, other than this thing is floating a little bit. That's fine. It's Kerbal. We're okay. Let's make sure. There we go. Then put these back. Okay. Double check the staging. Like so. Make sure there's no one hijacking in there. Nope. Yep. 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 Let's try this again. Much better. Much better. Come on. Probably aren't going to stream for another 45 minutes or so. I'll probably keep on playing, but this revert launch stuff is, I know, not the most interesting. I apologize for that. Hey, I'm enjoying myself, so that's what really matters. Hopefully, you get something out of it. Well, even a giggle, as to how bad I am with this stuff. And that's perfectly acceptable. Should be. Oh, nope. Going for 500. Should be stopping at 2. Yep, we're good. Hopefully the rocket will take off in the correct direction. Oh yeah, another night launch. I keep forgetting. All right. I should be able to use the same rocket for all the pieces, except for maybe the final fuel tanks. We'll see how that goes. What was that second whoosh I heard? I'm not sure. Maybe that was the main rocket here actually launching or activating. Why did we drop out of warp? Maybe those parachutes are activating. Once we get out of physics range, it should pick. Yeah, there it goes. It'll pick back up again. What are you doing, Rocket? What are you doing? Dude. What are you doing? Okay. All right. Something is wrong. I think I want to load one of my rockets that I know works properly. Well, let's take off this top part and make it as a sub-assembly. That's what I should have did from the beginning. Something is not right with this rocket. There's no reason why that should have lost controller like that. None at all. I don't know. I guess there's quite a bit of weight up here. So, what can I take off of here? Can I make this part a subassembly? Yes. This is the FDCM. All right, so let's get rid of you. Don't save it. Now we want I think it's time to change. YouTube audio library, playlist, mood. Let's do funky. All right, we are going to 500. We're stopping at 3. And should we get it? Question is it going to be stable after we jettison the boosters? Hang in there. Hang in there. It was after this, when it re-warps, is when we started having trouble. Oh, okay. Much better. And not out of the woods yet, Timothy. I saw a trailer for an upcoming horror movie about basically it's about looks like Dorothy is insane and there's some creepy things happening to Dorothy. She's an old lady. I don't know. Hopefully it does well. A lot of scary movies don't do well, unfortunately. Well, according to the critics anyway, scary movies are often a lot of fun for the audience. All right, why won't you jettison? Come on, jettison. Can't see anything, of course. Did the solar panels deploy? I can't. Yeah, they did. Not their that. They go on either side of this. You have a truss and then like a cap on the end, a truss and then a cap on the end. So that's, I'm sorry, one, two, four more launches. That'll be the whole center section of the fuel depot. Then we'll adjust our orbits a little bit, try and get it closer to 500K and zero inclination because it's gonna move a little bit as we bump into it while we're putting stuff together. But that will be fine. So, question is, no, I think we'll just drop this off. Away you go. We'll let that be. Yep. And we'll come back to this. This, we want to get back to curving. How much? 9 minutes? Sure. Okay. Oop, back off. Go ahead and bring in the solar panels. Bring in our periapsis. Don't run into it, please. And that's that. Stop it. And this will recover or it won't. I don't think this truss has anything on it other, well, I think it has a couple probe cores. I don't know if there's any batteries or anything that's on it. It doesn't need to have anything at the moment. Okay, so it has, oh, it has battery and it has propellant on here. Okay. I don't know if it has any thrusters on here. Oh, it can. So it's got a, it must have a reaction wheel on here somewhere. That's fine. I need to be careful though. There are no solar panels on here. Pretty cool. And then the cross truss that actually has the big solar panels on there. I'm not sure what side they go on. Probably on this side. Would be my guess. Not sure. All right. Let's bring up the next section. I could launch, you know, all the different sections up into orbit and then come back to them one at a time and actually get them up to where the, you know, its permanent orbit is going to be. That would be another way to do it. Not necessarily any faster. Although I'd have to fiddle less in the SPH, or the VAB rather. Do it all at once. That's actually probably a good idea. And make any tweaks as necessary as I try and launch them. Ugh. So overdue on yard work. I'm eating too much lately, ordering out. Man, I've got to make a change. Not healthy, and I don't feel good about it. I got to get over this funk that I'm in right now. All right, we're gonna do. We need a field truss. All right, we're gonna get rid of the rocket. We just want that. That. I can't. Won't let me do it. What if we do this? Ah. This is the FD. That's all we need. All right. Don't save. I need to capture. Need to update my workhorse over here and get it in here as a subassembly. All right, so we want to get rid of nothing. Although we want to, no. Can I open it? Yeah. Because this, I want to drag into here. Beautiful. This is the this is the Kerbal workhorse. Mark 1. All right, that's good. Now we want one of you, please. I can't see. Oh, you have a truss on the bottom. Okay, that's a problem. You need to move. Actually, I want to move from you. Yes. Not you. There we go. And then you can go back. And let's make sure you already are the center. All right. You can close. Come on. What are you doing, game? Being stupid. There. Close. Got it. Four. Right. So now I need to go back here. I need to open you up. And then here. 4. Undock. Right. We also need a tug. We need a space tug. All right, we'll do the space tug separately. Let's just get these pieces in orbit, and then we'll move them to their final location, because we're going to need 2 of these. And that's fine. That works. Let's separate these a bit. Right. This is the Kerbal FT. Same one should work for the moon, although I won't need the parachutes on there, obviously. All right. I'm going to do this one launch, get it in orbit, and then I'm going to stop streaming for the night. I'm going to keep on playing for a bit, but that's all the streaming I feel like doing. Or not. We'll see how I feel after this. Come on. I think I spent as much time on loading screens as I do actually playing. Should be the same. Stop at 2. Yep. Reset the camera a little bit, and away we go. I need 2 of these fuel trusses. These trusses are where the main fuel tanks are going to attach to, one on either side, and then I need it's like a cap on the end of those. There's some docking ports on there that go on there, and that will be the whole center, the main section. And then we got to do the cross truss, which has the solar panels on there. Oh. So this one should stop at 1, but that's fine. Kind of surprised it's still nighttime, but I guess launching and getting into orbit doesn't take that long. It's nice when you actually got the action group set correctly. Very nice. So I'm usually catching up on, you know, Netflix or YouTube or whatever while I'm doing these, you know, in between these bits and pieces where you're just sitting waiting for something to maneuver correctly. A lot of times I'll have to go back and rewind something because I'll either be so focused on the movie that I forget what's happening in the game and I have to reload, or I'm so focused on what's happening in the game that I just, you know, totally didn't hear what was happening in the show, and I go back to the show and I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'll have to rewind. I mean, I'm hearing it, but not hearing it, you know. In one ear, not the other, as they say, down there. Come on. These docking ports here are where the fuel tanks will attach to. And this has a cap on the end. You are done. Alright. Let's do another. Alright, I think I'm going to stop streaming here. I'm going to keep on playing, but stream-wise, that is it. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. Be safe, be well. Have a good night, and we'll catch you next time.